Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Thomas, and today I'm going to talk about the positive effects of paternity leave. According to dictionary.com, paternity leave is a leave of absence from a job for a father to take care of a new baby. Most of you know of a mother who has taken maternity leave, but paternity leave isn't as common. Nevertheless, fathers are just as important as mothers during the first few months after birth. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they can create new life. Soon-to-be parents anxiously count down the days until their newborn arrives. They spend days and weeks painting the room, buying furniture, picking out clothes, and getting everything else ready. When that special day arrives, everyone is bursting with joy. The couple becomes a family, full of love for one another. The later weeks are advertised to be a time of fun and bonding, but in reality, they are a time of stress and chaos. Parents have to balance previous chores, such as doing laundry and washing dishes, with new responsibilities, like changing diapers 6 to 8 times per day and breastfeeding every 1 to 3 hours. Although this doesn't seem too tiresome during the day, parents have to wake up every couple of hours during the night until the baby develops his circadian rhythms. Dr. William C. Dement states that parents of newborns often lose about 2 hours of sleep per night until the baby is 5 months old. One night is not harmful, but 5 months of sleep deprivation can lead to serious health issues, such as tremendous emotional problems, impaired brain activity, deliriums, hallucinations, weight gain, high blood pressure, heart disease, etc. If both parents are home, they can take turns relaxing. But when the father goes to work, the mother will need to take care of the baby at night to let the father get some sleep for work the next day. Over time, all of the responsibilities and lack of sleep will completely exhaust the mother. Exhaustion leads to agitation, which can cause the woman to release that anger onto her husband or child. Having a father at home during these hectic months can reduce stress all around. Continuing on, women nowadays are more likely to get an education and a job than women in the 20th century. Decades ago, females rarely worked, and when they did, they quit their job when the first infant was born. Now, most women only leave for less than 3 months after their child is born before going back to work. These children are then put into child care companies or babysat by family members until the parents come home. Dr. Mom AZ, a blogger and educational psychologist, says that children who went to daycare at an early age tend to be more demanding, less willing to obey, and have more trouble getting along with peers. Keeping the baby at home also saves money and reduces the risk of him catching an illness due to his underdeveloped immune system. Daycare may be the only option for certain families, but it should be avoided, if possible, since babies benefit more from being around their parents at this age than anyone else. There are quite a few factors that a father has to consider before deciding how much time to take off after the birth. A common worry among couples is that they will not have enough money to support a child. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, a child costs about $13,630 per year. New parents may not be prepared for all of the expenses a new child brings: food, diapers, clothing, housing, education, entertainment. For lower-income families, a father might be even less willing to take off work and stop getting paid for a few months. With the ever-changing economy, it's no surprise that men are so focused on their paychecks. Another factor to consider is the family's condition. If the baby or mother has a serious illness, the family needs money even more so than before, but the father also needs to be at home to assist them. The size of the family can also determine how much help is needed at home. Twins require twice the amount of time and energy, and triplets triple it. This can be too much to handle for a new mom. New fathers need to make money even more so than before, impossible to do when other things are competing for their attention at every minute of every day. A simple solution to this problem is to require companies to offer 12 weeks of paid leave to any soon-to-be father. To make this happen, we, as citizens of the United States, have to raise awareness of the issue and persuade others to advocate it to any senator or representative. The more people petition for it, the more likely it is to become drafted and eventually become a law. After this law has been passed, employers may become irritated because they are losing money. The amount of pay that the employee receives, whether it's 50%, 75%, or 100% of their normal paycheck, will depend on how much the company can afford. Giving as little as 40 to 50% of the worker's wage is still better than nothing, and will urge them to take time off nonetheless. Getting paid leave lets employers show their appreciation for the employee by catering to their personal needs. This improves coworker relationships, making the worker feel more important in the workplace. Dr. Noel Nelson suggests that, When employees feel that the company takes their interests to heart, then the employee will take company interests to heart. If this law is not passed, fathers are going to continue to be stressed and will have less motivation at work. Some people may disagree with this proposal, saying that men should not be offered as much time off of work as women because they do not have to physically heal. Dr. Julie Ray of Salford University explains that a woman's body goes through many changes during the birthing process, which can take up to a full year to heal. However, because this is true, a mother needs extra help so that she can relax her body, letting it heal faster. Studies also show that a child's development is positively correlated to the amount of time he spends with his father. According to a study done by the National Healthy Start Association, a father's involvement has shown to have a positive impact on the child's emotional and psychological state, educational development, and school readiness, as well as increased ability to socialize and build good relationships. The parents who spend more time with their child promote healthy, lifelong relationships. Later in life, children will base their friendships off the first ones they had, friendships with their parents. Children with involved fathers are more patient and can handle the stresses and frustrations associated with schooling more readily than children with less involved fathers, according to Kyle Pruitt, MD, at Yale School of Medicine. This study also states that fathers who are involved, nurturing, and playful with their infants have children with higher IQs as well as better linguistic and cognitive capacities. Furthermore, spending more time at home results in more husband-wife time. The couple has more time to appreciate the new life that they have created together, therefore strengthening their marriage. The opposite is true too, according to a report written by the Father Involvement Research Alliance, concluding that fathers who were involved in their children's lives were significantly more likely to enjoy a stable marriage at midlife. A strong marriage improves the father-child relationship, and a strong father-child relationship strengthens the marriage. Additionally, having another person around to split responsibilities with develops a codependency within the marriage, as stated by psychology teacher Michael McLean. By sharing responsibilities, the mother and father can take turns sleeping and relaxing. Lessening the pressure can also reduce marital conflicts. During stressful times, we are more likely to see the relationship as being negative, not realizing the impact that stress is having in the validity of our evaluation. It colors our perception of the relationship itself, explains John M. Grohl, PSYD. Assisting each other with household responsibilities promotes better communication and a more relaxed atmosphere at home. This proposition causes fathers to be away from their jobs for a couple of months, yet it increases the father's and mother's work ethic when they return. An increase of women in the workplace over the past few decades has decreased the amount of time mothers take off. More and more women are unsure about having children because they are extremely involved in their career. Laura Adati from the International Labor Association says, "When we see men more involved in the caring of children, this allows women to return to work earlier, to stay in jobs. The more time off a father takes, the sooner a mother will feel secure about going back to work, and vice versa." Giving men equal opportunities as women undermines the stereotype that women should be the primary caregiver of the family. In the 20th century, men were the breadwinners of the family and women stayed at home to care for the children. Now, more and more men are choosing to stay at home and care for the family. My proposition ensures equal leave for both genders, allowing equal family and job responsibilities. In the article, Parenting 2.0, Sandy C. Knorr states that stereotyped gender roles are gradually becoming a relic of the past. Nowadays, it's more socially acceptable for either gender to be the stay-at-home parent. Breaking this gender stereotype is just one way to spread equality throughout our nation. This struggle for paternal involvement has more recently become an in-depth discussion. New studies are being done constantly, showing positive relationships between father involvement and child development. Until a couple of decades ago, very few companies offered paternity leave because men never wanted to take time off. It was not socially acceptable for men to leave work and do a wifely duty. Fortunately, this recent increase in paternal help has benefited mothers and children alike. If companies are required to offer 12 weeks of paid leave to any new father, then men are more likely to spend time with their wife and child. Fathers, mothers, infants, bosses, coworkers, and families alike all benefit from paternity leave.